Visually on. Oh, I
What's
forgot to.
what's popping? Boop boop boop. T&D Tuesdays. How you doing? How you been?
Skeeta Pita, Lemonita. Oh, wait. I didn't. Hold up.
Bruh, bruh.
Okay, there. Now we're there visually. A lot of clicks going on over here, guys. Two computers, no problems. Hi, Marshy.
We in this motherfucker.
You say hi? Rep, that was from, by the way, that was from like a month ago because I haven't uploaded because I'm a fucking nerd ass bitch. I haven't uploaded all of our live streams. So I think that honestly was one that you didn't make it to. Like the last one you didn't make it to, no bullshit. Because you've been here for like 4 weeks straight, and I think that's like technically 4 weeks ago, a month ago, some shit like that.
um.
Hi, Marshy.
Yeah, we in the building.
What's up, gangeries? Happy Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. It's a
My bad.
Tuesday.
Let me get chat open. Let me get chat open. Dismiss.
We all motherfuckers start at 1 a.m. So, well, I mean, like, buddy, I don't know what you want from us, all right, man? It's a late night, Tuesday night, chill vibe thing, all right, bro? Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, you have school, all right, man? You can decide to sleep, or you can decide to go to our university,
Yeah.
Buster's University. So, what's up? Just kidding.
Big Ballers University.
Hi, Marshy.
What's good with you,
How
Pred?
you doing? What's poppin', Brad? What's poppin', Rep? What's poppin', Chat Arenos? Happy Tuesday. Sorry, this angle's all like up at my ceiling and shit. Happy Tuesday.
T&D Tuesdays. What the fuck you need Wednesdays if it's Wednesday for you?
What the fuck? You need Wednesdays? I think it's wines on Wednesdays, Steve. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but that's at night. This is what the fuck Wednesdays in the morning.
I kid cat. I
Boop,
kid
boop. If
cat.
you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I'm sure those of you guys that are here
That's
have.
some
Make sure you hit
love.
the like and subscribe, or the subscribe button. Like a couple videos while you're there. Why not?
Feel me
Um,
type shit?
yeah,
Yes.
we in this bitch. Oh boy.
If you're starting your morning, then it's perfect, Rep. It's like coffee. You don't need coffee. You got T&D. Bitch, what's up, motherfucker? Talk shit, get here. Now you won't. I know you won't. You know why? Because you're talking shit about Bugus. Calling him mucus. And I showed you him, and you ain't talking to Bugus like that. So no, you ain't talking to Dave like that. You might want to talk to me like that. You'll still get scraped up like that, but you ain't talking to Dave like that. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it.
He's
I
on
know
your
it.
he's on your head, no top.
Hi, Marsh. I love you. Come on. Oh yeah, let me close my computer so she don't fucking end this stream. I told you about that, right? She ended my stream the other day.
Yeah, yeah,
You were here. You were here. That shit was a legendary moment. That shit was fucking hilarious. But like, can't be doing that, kitty cat. You know that?
yeah.
And real quick, while I'm walking by it too, I'm gonna show chat my shoes.
While Tyler shows you guys his shoes, I'm gonna hit this bowl before we get into it.
Right up over yonder, a little slanted, but oh well. Ow,
Slight slant.
a little big pop in the neck here. I'll fix it a little bit. Oh, son of a whore.
We all going to Clico, stop. We all
Even
going
if you were trying to, even if you were trying to be discreet about it, I don't think repping or repping and Pred helped.
what? Oh yeah, no,
Be discreet about it.
no.
Play it off, boys. Fuck, man. Losers. Just kidding.
That's all right. You didn't get close enough to where it could focus long enough, but that's why I was like, "Oh goodness!" As soon as you showed the second pair of shoes, I was like, "That's too close." But then you flipped over the paper and it covered it right away. I was like, "All right, all right."
Shit, it's playing out loud on my computer right here.
President all.
All I'm saying is, bro, y'all better hope you never fucking have to go into question with me. Y'all see the fire that Gunna's under, bro? Shit, y'all gonna be right there with them. Shit, man. Shit, man.
Boop,
You seen all
boop.
that? Have you seen any of that or no?
I saw a little bit of it, but you know me, I don't pay too much attention to that stuff
I
until
don't either.
it all comes
Everybody's
out.
basically just calling Gunna a snitch because
Yeah,
there was a video of his plea deal, and I don't know all the details either.
right.
But like, I don't think technically that a plea deal can be used against you, or not that it can't be used again. I don't know. There's somebody that basically posted saying he's not like it may seem like snitching to the regular world, but like this is just I don't know. So I haven't looked into it because I'm not a huge fan of Gunna or Thug.
Yeah,
Um, but everybody's basically on social media, they're portraying it out to that Gunna and everybody's turning their back on Thug, and that Thug's left by himself, and that
yeah.
Gunna's a snitch and Thug's a real OG and shit like that.
I mean, yeah, they'll try to spin that narrative. Obviously, I don't know enough to really speak on it, but
Yeah.
it's like
Well,
it's
it's
probably because of the fact that he's not laying down. So he took a plea deal, which they're assuming okay, he gave them information, which is why he got a deal. No, 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 no.
but he
Uh, uh
probably just agreed to information they already knew. You know what I mean? Like yeah. Again, to the general public, it looks like snitching, but there's deeper layers to it. So I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah,
he really is or not because I ain't never been in that situation.
right. Yeah, there's always going to be people or speculating. I'm gonna say skeptical, but speculating is the word I was looking for. Yeah, I don't know about all that. And somebody, Tory Lanez too.
Ooh. Yeah, that whole thing. He technically got convicted.
Yeah, but they didn't have enough evidence.
I also didn't look into that a whole lot to
I looked a little bit more
real
into that
sense.
than the Gunna thing. I didn't really look at it. More information was just presented to me.
Well, that's the thing. Is like I saw stuff on Twitter. Like I saw the. Actually, now that you say that, it reminds me. I never ended up watching this video. I saw it was a phone call of Tory Lanez and Meg's best friend.
Yeah,
I
Kelsey
never.
or whatever.
I wanted to watch that. I never watched it.
I still don't think the nigga did it, to be honest.
I don't know. I don't have enough
I just
info.
well, and so that's where like I've got a little bit enough to be like, nah. First off, she didn't get shot in the foot. There's bullet fragments on her foot, but originally her claim to the doctor was she stepped on glass. There's a whole lot of stuff
Yeah,
that's going on.
I remember that part initially,
Yeah,
like the night
that's what
of
she
and
said
all
when she
that.
stepped on glass. Then it turned into, oh no, they're bullet fragments. So it's like she is just not a credible source to begin with, which doesn't help. Which is like, how did she even end up winning on her side anyway? But the fact that the real thing is the Kelsey girl, the friend, she was fucking
That's who the phone call was
yeah,
with.
she was fucking Tori, right? And then Kelsey was way out of town, and Meg and Tori started fucking around in the car. When all three of them are together in the car, Tori goes, "Well," and they like this is where the fight, like the argument, kind of like started. He goes, "Well, why don't you tell your friend that we've been fucking around?" And basically, yeah, that's where it kind of all popped off. But long story short, Meg's been fucking Tori, DaBaby, all these dudes, but she was lying and saying that she didn't. She lied and said she didn't fuck Tori, but that was a complete cap. And it's like, so I just don't get how she ended up winning in that situation when she was completely like, all of her stuff was not credible. Like everything she said, the story changed to it. Obviously, I don't care enough to really get that deep into it. From what the information I know, though, that shit was funny. Like that shit's wild,
Yeah,
man.
I saw a thing on Twitter saying, and again, don't know if it's true because I didn't look into none of the fucking shit. Don't really, just didn't look into it. I saw something that I think it said because it's then from they're all at the Jenner's house and they left there, and that's when it all happened. It was on the car ride from there or whatever. So I
Tori
heard
was
that,
trying to fuck Kylie, or was
huh?
fucking. Tori was or was trying to fuck Kylie.
I don't know.
That was part of the Jenner house situation.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
I don't know. I
yeah,
just saw something on Twitter where she got too drunk and like was basically told to leave or something like
yeah.
that. like by Kylie was kind of like, no, you're getting too drunk, you're getting too wild, so like you guys need to leave.
Mm,
And then all that happened. That's all I saw really on.
yeah,
Again, I didn't look into it, but I just saw something on Twitter, a storyline basically saying that they're coming from the Jenner's house. The reason they left Jenner's house is because Meg was drunk and starting to get annoying or like aggressive or whatever the case was, and Kylie was just like, "Yeah, you guys need to go," because they all came together. So then
right.
they left, and then obviously more stuff happened. So I think the reason that it was shared on Twitter was kind of like backing backing up Tori, kind of saying she was kicked out and she was drunk. You think that like the rest of the night is, as to your point a little bit, is credible because she was
Right.
super drunk, like they were the reason that they had to leave anyway is because she was
Because
super
they're too
drunk.
drunk.
Is kind of like what the tweet was saying. And again, I don't know,
Yeah.
but the tweet was essentially saying Meg was too drunk. That's why they were left, or that's why they got kicked out in the first place. Do you really think that what happened after is 100% believable to say? That's
Yeah.
basically what the tweet was kind of saying. To your point of it. And
Yeah.
again, I haven't looked into any of it, so I am not
No,
on
I don't know enough to
either
really go
fucking side.
too deep into it, nor do I really
Yeah,
care. Not my life doesn't affect me in any way. I just know
yeah,
that the information's there, and I've seen it enough to be like, all right, this is something.
yeah.
Can't trust these hoes. No, no, no. Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I ain't trying to be a celebrity. I'm just trying to be rich.
I feel that these hoes gonna make you sick, but everybody wanna be famous. Yeah,
No,
the
thank
money
you.
don't make you rich.
Oh, but it could, my nigga. But it could. Let me hold on to a couple
Oh,
million. What's the move for the night,
I've been
boys?
running out of bad days. Quick
Chat.
to lose my temper, got my dad way. No, Dave, you don't know that the rest of the song? Come on, bro.
No,
Fuck, man.
I don't be listening as much music as you do.
That reminds me, Rep had a song request, and I was gonna ask you if we want to listen to it, but Rep was like, "Yeah, it's whatever," because I think it's just a song request. It's probably something we both already heard. I don't think it's something he wants us to like listen to.
For sure.
You say Laho?
I think it was supposed to be laughing my ass off.
Rep, you
La.
good?
Yeah, what the fuck did I
Y'all
say,
good out there in
nigga?
Kentucky?
Oh, wall? Is it backwards? Is it upside down? That motherfucker.
A cat stuff on your computer?
La Russell got a Lahu. Okay, 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 okay.
I got what he was doing. I was
I
just
didn't that whole time. I was like, this nigga just did he just have a stroke?
basically
you just have
because tomorrow he's gonna like him.
you
He
just
has
have a
same shit
stroke.
about Russ. The only person he doesn't do it about is KG because he's got it fucking 18 inches down his throat. All right, man.
Yeah, yeah, god damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
God
Crazy.
damn.
Crazy.
It's a little intense.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, yeah, yeah. Oh
Oh,
boy.
son of a boy. My neck out here tight, bruh.
Toy like a toy
Oh, I
guy.
packed one up.
Yeah, I got one sitting here in front of
Sure.
me, beautifully packed. Cheers. Um, I feel like we could get some juicy stuff, but I don't have anything juicy to talk about. There's never an
Ooh.
opportunity.
So I looked into that John Morant situation a little bit. So basically, John Morant, I don't know why it's coming out now because this, I think he was sued in like October, but maybe like it's now finally like
Yeah,
the
surfacing.
process is going through, or somehow TMZ got a hold of it.
Yeah.
And so now the information's out. But sometime in like, I believe this summer, in the fall, it was after the NBA season, he basically had pickup games at his house. John Morant. I'm just retelling the story for everybody, and because I have a little bit of new information, I have to read the articles and stuff myself. If you guys don't know, John Morant is an NBA player, savage, superstar, one of the best new up and coming basketball players. Yeah. Anyway, so he has pickup game at his house. Has like some teenagers over too, because like they're prospects or something. I guess they did get in a verbal altercation. Don't know what about. There's no video or nothing. Um, and then a ball was thrown and the defendant, the kid in the suit, obviously says that it wasn't intentionally thrown at John Morant's face, but the
Yeah.
ball struck John in the face. So, me again, no video, but that means that a ball was thrown. It definitely hit John in the face, and he's saying it hit John in the face, but he's saying he didn't do it purposely. So Ja took it as purposely, obviously, and then the defendant explains in the suit or whatever the fuck that he then like comes up to him and puts his shoulder up under his chin, so he's basically face to face with him. You know what I mean, like chest to chest, but then gets like right into his ear so he can talk, but like shoulders under the chin type of shit. Like that's kind of how I'm like seeing it is kind of up on like, really in his face, kind of talking in his ear with the shoulder under the chin type shit. And kind of made the remark of like, should I do him in like that? Or should I do him in? Should I do him something along those lines? And then stalked him once. And then I guess other people got involved too, which is, yeah, it's just dumb because
Right.
it sucks that Ja is such a superstar and the kid's only 17 years old. So like, you can't have that reaction. But at the same time, if the ball was quote unquote unintentionally thrown at his face, how do you know it wasn't intentionally thrown at his face? And therefore, if it was intentionally thrown at his face, I'm sorry. Yes, he's 17 years old, but like
Grown
that's
enough to
just
make
a man's
grown man's
react. That's a
decision.
man's
Yeah.
react. That's a man's reaction. Like, not trying to say John Morant's right because I don't know the whole situation. But again, if it was unintentionally thrown, that's one thing. There's no
Yeah.
video of it, so who fucking knows? But like, yeah, it'd be dumb if Ja just got too mad and reacted.
Yeah.
But if it was intentionally thrown in his face, because again, the suit is that he unintentionally thrown it in his face, but like there has to be some type of like proving to that, and that
Right.
because so Ja's claiming self defense because he's saying that the ball was thrown at him first and he retaliated. But again, it's a 17-year-old kid, so like I don't know how it's gonna go for him.
Yeah.
But I do think that if it was thrown intentionally, if you throw a ball at somebody's face, if you're 17 years, like if you throw something at me, like if I just react, like I don't know, I just don't know.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't know
it's
all the
assault. It's
situations. You don't know if
assault
he
to.
knew
It's assault
what.
to an extent. It's assault. It's a. It's
Well, yeah, that's
especially if
where
it's
it's.
intentional.
Yeah, it's just it's a catch 22 a little
Because
bit,
it's
but
not an immediate thing, it's not
not all the
something that
information's out
just
there too.
happened and just surfaced, but because it's something that happened over the summers and is already kind of taken care of and they've gone to court, it'll wash over.
Well, that's where the rep just said self defense and retaliation are very different. And that's where like they are, and I feel like it'll be very looked at more as retaliation too because the kid's 17, and that's where I just don't know how it's going to play out. You don't know the exact details because obviously you have the kid suing Ja,
Right.
but if they go to court over it, obviously more details and shit will get put out about it.
Yeah.
Even if it was intentionally, it wouldn't be self defense. Well, by how it's explained, not really, because he got in his face first and then asked the question, "Should I do him in?" So yeah, like if it's a reaction, like the ball thrown at your face, and then it's like then it's like that's kind of self defense. But yeah, that's why again, I don't know how it's gonna play out, and I don't know all the exact details because it's a suit from the kid's side, obviously. But
It's not keeping him off the court. They're not
yeah,
talking about it at
well,
ESPN.
it just came out today, so you never know how much traction it comes into overnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's another thing I was going to mention too. Did you hear about the Dana White thing?
Yeah.
That so I, I don't know how severely people are going to be calling for his job and all that, but I watched the video and all that. If you guys don't know, there's a video that surfaced of Dana White and his wife celebrating New Year's Eve in Mexico, and he basically says something to her in her ear, and like they're clearly drunk, but like he just says something to her, and then she slaps him. So then he, after getting slapped, just like slaps her back, and then yeah. So because he's Dana White, president of the UFC, and it's a man hitting a woman, he's been quoted saying there's no excuse for men ever hitting women, and now he has to basically. I watched the interview of him saying like I've been quoted before, and I come up here and I say there's no excuse for a man to ever hit a woman, and here I am now on TMZ talking about it. He's like, and there's still no excuse, and he basically just talked about it, and he was just like, our main focus is our kids and how they're handling it and how they're going to deal with it, because he's like, no one knows you better than your kids do. They grow up with you, this, that, and the other. He's like, so this video that can surface online, people are going to form opinions and this, that, and the other. He's like, but our kids know how we really are, and yes, it was a stupid decision, something that we both regret very deeply, but we're both over it with each other. We're fine. We're just worried about our kids now at this rate, and
Yeah,
how we
and
basically embarrassed ourselves and them.
it's only because they're in the
But I don't
limelight,
know
which
how much
sucks.
you what?
It's only because they're in the limelight, which sucks.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
It's only that
yeah, it's
because, like,
tough.
let's be real.
Yeah, because if they're okay, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Because like it sounds
Sh-
like she understands that she got too drunk. She slapped him.
She
He slapped me
slapped him.
back.
No, no, no. A lot
Well,
of and
that's
she's with the guy that's obviously pro- he says what the fuck he wants to say and kind of moves the way he wants to move. So it's like she realized like I slapped this guy. I knew that he was capable of this, and that was kind of gonna be the result, the consequences if I hit him. Like no, it's not right for any guy to hit a girl like he's saying, but at the same time, to the point of like, there's no excuse for a man to ever hit a woman. Correct, especially at full force, especially when they're initiating it. It's another thing when you are hit. A man's knee jerk reaction to your point of the jaw thing. Our knee jerk reaction is to swing back, man or
yeah,
woman. It's like yes, obviously stopping yourself, being drunk doesn't help. He didn't fucking ball up his fist, I don't think, and
yeah,
knock the bitch out
that,
cold. Like he
yeah,
didn't just cold clock her. So it's like
yeah,
obviously, yes, in the limelight, no, that does not look good whatsoever. But girls do that shit where they'll hit a dude. Maybe it's only once, maybe it's 7 times, but you just keep hitting a dude, and eventually he's got to do something, man. Like
yeah, no,
whether it's once or not, because that smack can fucking ring your bell real quick, enough to knee jerk react and swing back. The open
yeah,
hand smack from somebody that you're not expecting to smack you. That's as good as getting sucker punched. You're not expecting the person that you're talking to smack you, and then before you know it, you get smacked.
yeah,
Now, granted, I've never hit a woman, nor would I probably ever even follow through a swing. Granted, I might cock my hand back because out of again knee jerk reaction, but I've never been punched, at least to the point where it's like, all right, cool. I think I'd have the cool to refrain myself, but I also don't know because in the moment you never know how you're gonna react, right? Obviously, Dana talked about, it's like, yeah, there's no excuses, but in the moment it's like you don't know how you're gonna react, and unfortunately for his situation, that was
yeah.
his
That
reaction.
that's essentially what he was saying, and that's why again, yeah, it's just important that they're fine. Like, because again, to your point, like not a little bit to your point, I don't even really know, but she basically like she didn't like come out saying he's abusive. There's a
Nope.
video taken of them at a nightclub that caught their interaction. So it's not like she's coming out and saying I'm in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, he's hitting
She
me, and
yeah, like she probably understands that I fucked up, got too drunk, slapped him. Of course he's going to slap me back and now I make us both look stupid. And obviously you would hope that that doesn't happen in their relationship often, but based off of the interview I watched with Dana, it doesn't seem like it does, because it seems like she again by how he explained it, it seems like they're both under the understanding that we look stupid right now, we embarrassed ourselves, and we just need to care about our
yeah,
our kids and shit. And that's why like I think that's more important, more important than everybody. Again, I get it, he did, to your point, he did slap a woman, which isn't good, but I think the more important fact is that they're okay and that they understand that they were stupid and did some dumb shit,
yeah.
rather than all these people that want him to lose his
No,
job
he
as
shouldn't.
UFC
He
president.
shouldn't.
That's
And
what I'm
she'll
saying.
stand
I'm
up.
saying it's more
If she's
important that
good,
they're
she'll stand
okay
up
than
for him.
people.
if
That's what
she
I'm
saw it,
saying.
she'll
It's like
stand up and be like, no,
I
no,
just
no,
think
I
it's
fucked up.
unfair that yeah, I think it's unfair that people will sit here and try to like speak out for her essentially and
Oh
say that
no, of
she's
course they
like
will. Of course they will.
well,
That's
I
the
know,
world
but
we live in.
that's what I was just trying to say is like I
Yeah,
think that what people need to focus on is the fact that like they need to watch his interview and understand that like me and my wife are okay and we're focused on our kids being better and
yeah,
that's at the end of the day that really is the most important part is that
right.
they're okay that they're not like that 24/7 and again obviously you don't want that to happen ever you don't want to see a video of a relationship where they can slap each other like but yeah
Right.
I don't know again you hope that it just blows over a little bit because hopefully and seemingly they're okay and they're more focused on that was a one-time thing and it should never happen again type thing you know what I mean
Yeah, and I hope it. The reason I say it, I hope it blows over, is because that's the kind of situation where if it doesn't blow over, they'll end up separating.
yeah well yes and that's
Simply
where it,
because if it doesn't blow over, and it's because it's gonna sound bad, but it's low key because he embarrassed the fuck out of her in public. Like, yes, he slapped her, but she slapped him and made him get to that point of having to slap his own wife in public, which he'd
yeah
never want to fucking do. She pushed
yeah
him all the way to. She knows his fucking buttons. Whether you're drunk or not, as a wife or as most long term relationship, you know your significant other's buttons to push and how far you can fucking
well
push them.
so
She pushed him far enough to where she knew. Listen, this and he
that's
had to react.
yeah
It's the Will. It's like a Will Smith situation where it's like, bro, you fucking embarrassed me. Like, yes, I obviously made this decision to react back, but you put us in this situation to fucking begin with. You know, like,
yeah
and that's the part
well
where it's like,
not not well okay you're talking about like Will Smith on like with Chris Rock and whatnot
no, with his wife fucking another dude, and
oh
then there being drama around that to where he has to defend and say anything,
well
or like he just kind of
yeah
gets looked at as a pushover because like
I wouldn't well yeah
if
but that
Dana's girl's just
okay
hitting him in the fucking bar, if there's a video of him
yeah but
only getting smacked.
that's an extreme comparison though oh like that's all that's why I was trying to like
I just mean in
understand
terms
that
of
because
embarrassment.
but even then though that's I still think that that's an extreme comparison to like because yes like that part is I don't
They're
even
both getting
know
publicly embarrassed. One's getting slapped by the wife. The other one's wife is fucking somebody else and openly admitting it like it's nothing. Both
yeah
both
but
are both are embarrassing to an extent, right? Obviously,
yeah
slapping is not probably as embarrassing as your wife getting, you know, you being a cuckold. But
yeah
I don't know. I just when I think about it, I'm like, dude, that shit. Like, first off, she was so drunk that she got to that level. Like, you should not get that. Like, you shouldn't get that drunk when we're out in public. Like, that should not be the
yeah
belligerently drunk to the point where you're swinging on me. Like, that shit's
yeah
not. That shit's embarrassing. Fucking swing on me, goddamn it! I'm gonna have to catch that motherfucker. Preferably not with my face. Ooh, I'm gonna hit this with you. Cheers.
insert shirt
Okay, and I guess to add to my point, to like kind of clarify, embarrassing in the sense that it's like equally embarrassing in the
okay
sense.
I get what you're saying. Just to clarify why, like I think it's an extreme. In Dana's and the wife's thing, it's two wrongs don't make a right, and the other one, it's one person doing wrong. That's why I'm like, in the Dana and the wife situation, there's both people that have to take responsibility, and also there's other blame to be done, but there's also responsibility to be taken on both parties. In the Will Smith situation, he didn't. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong. Essentially, he just had some to your point, he had to responsibly deal with it, but he didn't necessarily responsibly do anything to receive that. So
Right.
like Dana, he reacted, and so he has to respond and defend and like talk about his action and
Yeah.
just things like that because he's responsible for something. But like Will, he wasn't really responsible for any of that shit. He just got it thrown in his face and like embarrassed. So that's why I was saying it's just
Yeah.
a. That's why I was when you said it
That's the
initially, and I was trying to understand what you said, and then when you said that it was about them, I was saying, well, that's a kind of an extreme comparison because I was trying to focus on like how they're both taking responsibility for their wrongdoing. It's not necessarily one person's fault or the other person's fault. It's not about the fact that yes, she shouldn't have stopped him first, but it's not about the fact that Dana's not wrong for stopping her back. It's about him taking responsibility for the fact that I shouldn't do that. She shouldn't be doing that either. But we're both taking responsibility for a thing. I don't think it's about putting the blame all on one person. That's what I was trying. That's why I thought it was an extreme comparison because I just felt like you were kind of putting
No.
all the blame on the
So
wife.
what I was
Like
and
that's what I thought the
I'm
comparison
yeah,
was.
no, I'm excluding the husbands in the sense of this, in the sense that oh, in the first part, excluding the husbands in the sense that it they both embarrassed their husband, right? To a degree.
Yeah,
One of them slapped the husband. One of them's over here fucking around behind his back and letting it be publicly known, acting like it's no big deal. Both
yeah,
embarrassing. Maybe not equally embarrassing, fairly embarrassing. One
yeah,
of them responded and did something about it. The
yeah,
other one sat around with his balls between his legs, tail tucked in, and didn't do shit about it. And continues to have to deal with a whole bunch of shit.
yeah,
Dana's going to take a little bit of shit for a week, but his girl respects him, and there's not going to be any issues.
yeah,
The issue with Will is his girl does not respect him.
yeah.
You know,
So
and that's
okay,
so
I
that's
just
what I was
didn't.
saying. Like the
I was
comparison of the
confused
disrespect,
because
yeah,
yeah, I
comparison of the
get you on
disrespect
that.
from both women. It's
That
just
makes
one
sense.
has a decision. One was able to, yes,
That makes
might
sense.
not
I
have been
just
socially
wasn't
acceptable.
understanding the
Yeah,
comparison.
no,
I
no, might
guess.
not have been a socially acceptable reaction, but at least he made a react. He had
Yeah,
some sort of trigger reaction. Whereas Will is sitting there, bro, and nobody respects Will. His legacy is tarnished because his wife was fucking around on his back. He has like that shit's embarrassing, bro. He is not coming back from that. It's just like
you did change him a bit.
it
Yeah,
changed him a bit to the
he'll
point where
always be a
he
legend,
knew
but
that
like
shit was
yes, you
happening.
did
He
change
was
him.
crying at the table in front of people about how his wife is cheating on him. And then on top of that, somebody embarrasses one of his friends, embarrasses or says something demeaning to his wife who is fucking somebody else, and then he gets up and embarrasses himself standing up for this girl that's getting fucked by, like, bro, like that shit. He literally just double embarrassed himself. First off, you embarrass yourself by letting your staying with the wife that you know is fucking somebody else. Secondly, going and defending her to the point where you embarrass yourself on national television, and it wasn't
Yeah,
even
I
fucking
mean,
worth it, bro. Like, yes,
yeah, I mean,
yes, Dana's in the wrong, bro, but you went and slapped homeboy for saying something about your girl's bald head. She was fucking another dude, bro. Like you're mad at him? You're sitting here standing up and defending her. Like at least Dana's like, bro, she smacked me, I smacked her back. That's that. We're cool. Will didn't try to go get another bitch, no new pussy, no like just sad sitting there all like, and that's where it's just
yeah,
like, bro, that's embarrassing as fuck. And you stay in that embarrassed stage because if Rogan would or not Rogan, what's his name? Dana would have just got smacked and left it alone. Oh, they'd be on his ass.
yeah,
They'd be on his bro. You're just gonna let your girl smack you? Oh, she's just smacking you around. We know who wears the pants in the relationship. So no, it might not have been right for him to hit him back, but at least he's got his damn balls. You know, like Will just looks like Will's a pushover at this point. Like nothing really
yeah. I see your
respectable about it.
comparison. I'm not gonna lie, I just don't know how we got there, but I do see your comparison.
It
But
was
yeah,
just the embarrassment of the girls, and then it got to the point of the extreme of like, dude, look at Will Smith. Look at what Will Smith's doing.
yeah,
At least Dana's got some respect still.
yeah. So he should be. Everything should be fine with that. They again, hopefully they're good. That's all that really matters. That they're good, and she's not out here complaining that he's an abusive husband. It's the media that's kind of doing that,
Yeah,
saying,
no,
"Oh
the
my
media
God,
will
he
say
slapped
that.
her." Yeah, and it's like
She'll even. I'm
she's
sorry.
not coming out. No, basically just say things. She's not coming out and saying nothing. It's just the media doing that.
I
So
was gonna
it's
say she'll either come out and say, "Hey, he's abusing me," or "Hey, he's not."
yeah,
Simple as that. If she respects him, there's no issues, and he said he'll probably tell her, "Listen, you're either staying with me. You need to you need to make things clear, not on some say
yeah,
this because I need you." No, if you want to stay with me, make things clear. If you don't,
yeah.
cool. I don't even care.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
that's where like
like
his point in the interview, like him saying like our kids know us best, like that's why we're focused on them. And it's like straight up, if TMZ right now wanted to, I don't know how old Dana's kids are, but say one was over 18 and they wanted to go interview them,
mm,
they'd be able to like I know you probably know everybody knows from living with their parent like what Dana said on your kids know you best is true. Like they
yeah,
see the good and the bad. They
they
know
know the
what it
most
is.
of it
So
at
media
least.
can paint. That's why he said media can paint whatever. But if you talk to me and my family, we know
Yeah,
we're good. And that's
yeah,
where it's like if TMZ was to interview, say Dana has a 21-year-old son, you interview a 21-year-old son, he'll probably be able to sit there and say like that was a one night thing. Yes, it's embarrassing. Yes, it's stupid. But my parents aren't like that. I didn't
right,
grow up in and that's that again. That's what I think is important. Not
yeah.
media trying to say oh, lose your job, you stopped a woman. It's like,
Oh no,
let's focus on how the family is out of the situation. Don't speak for them. You know what I mean? Type of thing.
respectfully, the feminist world we live in will make sure that hey,
Well,
lose his
yeah,
job because this overly
the
masculine
cancel victimness.
alpha
Yeah.
man that's in charge of the MMA is now hitting his wife too. He's violent.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't Will wife want an open relationship and Will don't? I'm not gonna
Yes,
lie to you. I didn't
she
pay
she basically
no
tried
attention to
she
that shit.
basically tried to get an open relationship, and he did not want an open relationship, and she said fuck it
Yeah.
and didn't care about their legacy and went and had sex with a dude that was not even 20 yet. Um,
Val, hydrate. Where's my thing? Right here.
so yeah, when we put all those when we put all those
By the way,
factors in
did you
there.
see that man has a boyfriend?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's even worse. She cheated on the dude with a gay guy. It, like respectfully, like I just don't. It
Bisexual. We'll throw that
okay,
in the
okay,
air. But,
bisexual, bisexual. Sorry, but to that point, do you know how much even more embarrassing that is for Will, bro?
well,
Not
I
only
just
did
saw
she
that on
cheat
Twitter the
on
other
you,
day
she
because
cheated
the
on
only
a
reason I
younger guy, and he's bisexual, and you're still standing up and fighting dudes for her. You're still
yeah the
standing up and
only
willing to fucking die for this lady, and she's over here tarnishing your legacy, bro.
no I
As we
feel that I
speak,
feel
like
you
that shit's
I feel you
crazy.
no I feel you on that I just again
Poor
I
guy,
do
bro.
100% agree with you on Will being
I'm
like
hurting for him,
that we got there
bro.
at a like I don't know how we got there at the data thing, but you're right. Like Will is a little yes. And the only reason that I even know Fred said the question and you answered, and the only reason I even know August Alsina's name is because of the Will and Jada and whatever situation. And so when it popped up on Twitter like a week or two ago, August Alsina now has a boyfriend. I went, oh my
Yeah,
God, like
bro.
what? And again, I just clicked the headline. I don't know if it's 100% true, but I
No,
just saw
it
the headline and
is,
that's
bro.
enough
They're
to
not
make me laugh.
playing.
Like,
Come
that's enough
on.
to make me laugh.
It's like Bad Bunny. Oh my goodness, Bad Bunny ruined a whole bunch of girls' dreams, bro. When he came out, that shit ruined ruined all these girls' dreams. Oh my
uh,
goodness. Yeah, don't let yourself get Will Smith, man. Don't get Will Smith. I'm just gonna say that. Mm-mm-mm.
yeah, there has to be mutual love and respect. I know that from firsthand.
Yeah, yeah. And low key, you gotta like for a relationship, you gotta love her enough to be the way Will does to be willing to die for that girl, no matter fucking what. You gotta love her like that.
That's why
But
I respect it, but
no,
it's
no, no
still
but
embarrassing.
that's where it's like it's respectable, but it's not
It's
because you look desperate because you're
well,
doing that for a girl that does not want that
it's
from you.
respectable, but that's why it's so embarrassing, in my opinion. Like to your point of you saying it embarrassing, the reason it's so embarrassing to me is because it's so respectable that he's so willing to defend Jada on no matter what and be her ride or die, but that she's
Not willing to.
essentially not really bought, yeah, not willing to for him. And it's like, that's just sad and embarrassing. And that's where, again, I respect him for it, but it is sad and embarrassing. And that's where, like, I don't want to 100% put all the blame on him because it just
No,
sucks
it's
for
on
him.
her,
Like,
bro.
I'm trying to
It's
put.
on her.
Well, no, that's I'm saying like putting the blame on him, like the sad and embarrassment part. I'm saying
Oh,
like calling him a bitch. I'm not gonna call him a bitch for it because I respect the fact that he was
sh-
that bought into a
and
woman
she
because
switched up on him. And
I
she
was there
switched up.
before,
Yeah.
and so I'm trying to put myself in those shoes of like I respect him for that. So that's why I'm trying not to call him a bitch for like being how he is, but it still is embarrassing.
No,
You know what
well,
I'm
and
saying?
what the reason why the only reason I say it like that is because she was solid for a while and she switched up. He knew when she switched up. We didn't know. When she switched up, obviously the people we didn't know. But he knew as soon as things started changing and started switching up, right? As soon as she asked for that open relationship, right? Probably assuming. So it's like you can't put it on him, obviously, but the fact that he can't let her go, that's where
Yeah.
that word that you're
No,
not allowed that
that
word you're not
yeah
allowed to say on this, that's where that starts to come in. That mentality, because it's like, bro, there's another girl that's willing to love you so much more than she does and be the only care about you, only want to be there with and for you. So it's like,
yeah
if you've already got that energy, why are you trying to give that to somebody that does not want it? Regardless of your stat, like
yeah
he's that high level. So it's like, imagine if you're not that
yeah.
high
No, I
level
feel that because
status.
that's
We
for
laugh, we
anybody's
laugh at
status. Yeah.
guys that are doing that at a lower status. We laugh at
Yeah,
guys that are
that's what I was gonna say. Is
willing to
it's
do
for any it's
everything and
at
on their
anyone's
hands and
status.
knees for
Yeah,
But so it's like the fact that he's higher status doesn't negate the fact that yo he he's hurting over this girl and it's
yeah,
crazy because it's not like Will Smith couldn't go out and get bro. He's Will Smith.
yeah.
Nigga's 6'4". Fuck, he's a Tyrone. You know, like you got your
Straight
Chads and
up.
Tyrones. He's a goddamn Tyrone.
Oh, excuse the hell out of me.
Respect to Will, but him staying with her shows his self-respect has exactly. That's exactly my point. It's like he doesn't respect himself enough to realize the situation he's in. Like he's very much
Yeah,
so like
yeah. No, that's a fair statement. And that's where like
he's a
that's why I'm trying
sucker
not to
here.
be so harsh because I feel like she's done that to him. Like that's why
No,
like
she did,
it sucks. It's
but
on
he
him to
got a
pull it
naked.
out. But
Yeah,
yeah, no, I feel that. That's why like I'm trying not to be harsh on it because it's like I just try to put myself in his shoes. It's like yeah, you got to take it on like your self respect has plummeted, but you got to build it back up. So that's where it's like
right.
I'm trying not to be harsh by like what we're saying, but yeah, he does have
But
to
your
build it back up
self-respect will
somewhere, and that's
build.
where it's like it's sad. Yeah,
That self-respect's
I
gonna.
just feel bad for him more so than I think he's like a real bitch, but at the same time,
No,
he's got
yeah.
to pull himself out. He's got to pull himself out of that
But
at the
that
same time.
respect for him from other people, from himself, will grow a lot from being able to say, you know what, I deserve more than that, or I want something else. I'm not gonna keep tolerating this because
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna tolerate it. And simple as that. He has his standards, and
yeah,
as he should. It's like you, no, no, letting your girl go run around and just sit there, bro, and then defend her, willing to, you know, poor guy. Drop your topics. I'm gonna hit the ball.
yeah.
Will got me with a heart attack.
Oh, son of a whore! I could probably check Twitter. I think I have a couple things.
Men, don't let yourself get Will Smithed. Women, please don't Will Smith any men. While you're here, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Those of you guys watching on YouTube, obviously not live. We haven't heard yet. He's still in critical condition, Pred. Hoping all goes well with him.
DeMar Hamlin, yeah, that shit is wild.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
you said you're pulling some shit up right now, or what?
I'm checking to see if I have anything in my little thingies. We can talk about the DeMar Hamlin situation. Obviously, there's just not a whole lot of
I
information
was gonna
out
say
about
we
it.
don't need to dive too deep into it. Most of the nation has seen, most of the world has seen this at this point. It's all over
Yeah,
the TV. It's obviously a sad story. I hate seeing the play reposted. I don't know why people keep reposting the entire thing. I don't like that. That's what I will say about it. Obviously, it's sad. It happened. It's tragic. We all hope for the speediest of recoveries to the fullest extent. And that's my only 2 cents on it because you just hate to see it. And all you can do is wish the
yeah,
best.
yeah. No, I feel that.
We could watch some
Yeah, I
Tate
like that.
clips.
His toy drive's got like
Oh yeah,
near $4 million in donations. So I
I
like
bet
seeing shit like that.
it's over that by now. You told me like 3.7 earlier, didn't you? three
Yeah,
five or 3.7 earlier. I bet it's over his four
yeah,
million.
I think it is.
Especially as it was starting to get traction that it was that high to begin with. I'm sure. And that's what 24 hours. Jeez, way to go, people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That shit sucks, man. So, Pred, like, if you, I don't know, like, so the little bit of information we do have, he's in critical, I think, like, starting to get in more stable condition. I don't know the exact thing released, but I do believe that it's now known-ish that it was, like, heart attack related, essentially, from blunt force trauma. Um, and again, not to get too deep into it, I just, from playing the sport, seeing the people talk about it today, and just kind of like my 2 cents on it is it just the force of the shoulder. If you've seen the play, Pred, coming in like the middle of the chest just wasn't like it's a normal routine football tackle, but at the same time, not a lot of blunt force trauma just comes directly to the chest like that. So the impact of that going right into the chest, where like if you're wearing shoulder pads, they basically, I mean, they're kind of open right here. So it's like it just got hit in the perfect spot at the perfect time to where that happens. So now, obviously, I ain't no doctor, but you're gonna see stuff like, I believe in baseball and softball, they already wear a chest plate for situations like that that do happen, like on a ground ball, they can come at you fast and shit. So I think some players and shit wear chest plates for that because I think it's happened in, I don't know about professional baseball, but I think it's happened in baseball before where someone's take that and got like a heart attack because it's just hit them right in the chest type shit. So I think that that's what you'll see in football now is you'll see some type of safety precaution being taken because obviously in this long, no one's ever taken that type of blunt trauma to the chest like that. But now we've seen it happen and it caused a heart attack. So
Yeah, that
you'll
just
see
sounds real
some type
bad.
of you'll see some type of safety precaution taking place for that. But that like that's what sucks about it is it's like it sucks that it took last night's play for like the league to learn about that, but at the same time nothing's ever happened. So like these shoulder pads and everything they wear, like it's all been fine. And they've been making the league safer. That was just a very unexpected hit. Like and it's not illegal. T. Higgins didn't do anything illegal. That's where like some people are trying to blame T. Higgins. I've seen that on Twitter. He didn't do anything
That's
illegal. They
stupid.
both made a football play. It was just the unexpectedness of that shoulder and the force of I mean, football's a brutal fucking sport going
T
right into
Higgins
the
is a big guy.
one area. T. Higgins is a big guy and it's a brutal sport. Like it's just a brutal sport. And so it was just, again, just timing, unexpectedness right there in the center. Like you obviously see football players, they wear shoulder pads and it's just, it covers your chest, but like your heart's right there in the center.
Well, I
Like,
was gonna
you
say
know, so
let's be real about it. The the pads that we have that are worn is about this thick of foam padding, and then covered by about that thick of plastic or padding, right? And so the name is shoulder pads. They're not designed to protect your chest and upper
yeah,
back. They are shoulder pads for when you're
yeah,
smacking shoulders. You know that little
yeah,
tiny bit of
yeah,
plastic
that's,
and
yeah.
that little thickness right here that's on your chest. Yeah, direct shoulder
It's
to that full
direct.
speed
Yeah.
at a yeah. And obviously, it's the first time it's ever happened. But what to your point of like what we'll see in the future, I'm sure there's going to be extra or different regulations on shoulder pads, same way they did with the helmet, right?
Yeah.
So there'll be more of a protective chest thing. Maybe not to the point of the monitors you're talking about, or to the point just jumping straight to the monitors.
So the monitors is what we were talking about on the phone.
No, I know we were talking
I
about
don't
that.
think. Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
don't
be
know if they'll do
surprised if they
anything
made
like
it. No,
that, but
I
they'll
wouldn't be surprised.
definitely do it.
They have those bands, bro. They have literally like
Well, yeah, they
they
might put some bands and stuff like that on, but I think that like your heart rate, like I started thinking about it more. Like if you're in a football game, your heart rate's going to spike a lot. It's just about seeing the irregularities and
right.
how often, you know. Like so, again, I ain't no doctor, so I don't know how much that would or wouldn't help, but I do know for a fact that like baseball and softball players have that chest because it's happened in baseball before, like where I don't know when or where, but baseball and softball players
Yeah,
have a
no,
chest thing that a little
they've
pad thing that they wear because they know that it's a risk there. So it's like, well,
especially
football
infielders.
players
Yeah.
just got to start. Football players just got to start wearing that, or you fucking obviously you make the pads better to where that's kind of incorporated and it protects everything up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll definitely change. Something will change
Yeah, it's gonna change.
to some extent. Might not be right
Yeah,
away. Obviously, it's only one case, but that's enough for them to start doing something to change it.
yeah,
The second people started getting, first person got a concussion playing football, they started, all right, what are we doing to,
yeah.
mitigate these risks?
Val said it's crazy how football is more dangerous than fight sports, and I personally don't totally agree with that. Just, I mean, everything's dangerous. They're all gladiator sports. Um, so there really is no answer to one being safer than the other. But personally, this is the first time, at least in professional sports. I'm sure it's happened in football, really, but like you've almost seen someone die. Like in boxing, granted, it's better now and it hasn't really happened recently, but people have died in fighting sports and like and that shit's brutal. Like I don't know, that shit's brutal. I'm not a fight. I would never do that shit. And not saying just because I would do football and I wouldn't do boxing or UFC that just immediately makes it more. I don't know. Yeah, I don't fucking know. There
My
really is no right, safer, non-safer. I just
right.
personally think that I don't. I don't know. I mean, those motherfuckers are gladiators. Like they're more gladiators than footballers are. So
So
it's
that's
kind of
what I was gonna
hard.
say. It's kind of yes and no. So my take on it is the fact that boxing, MMA, those two sports for the most part, in comparison to football, the chances in boxing are obviously extreme, or in MMA, just the getting punched in the head, right? That's the chances of brain rattling. The heart stuff, yes, is there in all the sports. Obviously, these guys are all healthy, top
Yeah,
tier athletes, so the chances of heart failure are typically minimal, which is why this is so extreme. But to the sake of, like, to kind of add to the point of football more dangerous than those fighting sports, football, there's rules, but everything is full speed hitting, right?
yeah,
And that hitting can, any little tweak, anything kind of out of whack can throw off similar to what we saw, right? Can throw off anything. Somebody's knee, a bad little.
yeah,
Obviously, that's not as extreme as like life and death, but with fighting, there are so many rules in place for it to be fair. Obviously,
yeah,
football, there's rules in place for it to be fair too, but you can't punch a guy in the back of the head. You can't, like, obviously, you can't do those
yeah,
things in football either, but they can happen, and then the penalty happens after. Whereas in
yeah,
fighting, like, the first time that punch lands on the back of the head, it's yo, 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 and they stop it,
yeah,
right? And so, like, in that sense, the
yeah,
fighting, there's just like there's structured rules to where it's like you're allowed to do this, this, and this. You can't do
yeah,
this. In football, yes,
yeah,
they've can't tackle the quarterback too high, too low, no defense. They're starting to implement more rules to make it
yeah.
safer, but
I
it's so not safe that they've had to implement all these rules because it's full speed, boom,
yeah,
boom, boom, and then you have the pads on, which makes you think like, okay, I'm a little bit safer. So you're running even more full speed, head down, and you see these
yeah,
extreme injuries. Whereas fighters are like, I've got nothing protecting me. His
yeah.
fist, my face.
And that's where like again, I just that's why I kind to that point a little bit of his or my fist, his face. Um, like your head. That's why I would say just fighting. Again, I do get that football is very dangerous. I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's not dangerous at all, but fighting, even in football and anything, your head's not supposed to take blunt force trauma. So that's why I think you're right. There is rules in place for fighting, and it's safer now. Like I love fighting. I'm not saying it should be done, and I'm not saying it's like so
No, no,
violent,
yeah.
but I think that these fools are gladiators and they understand that I don't know. I feel like your head isn't supposed to take that kind of blunt force trauma that they go through, and a lot of these guys do it. I don't know. I just feel like it's because even in a football game, like don't get me wrong, like say you hit your head. I don't know. I just feel like in a fight, you're fucking up your head and your brain a lot more. No matter how much training you do, no matter how many times
Yeah.
you get in the head, your head's still not supposed to be get hit
No,
that
for
many times.
sure. For sure.
That's why they've negated it in football so much. And
Yeah.
again, not defending football because it's still dangerous. But that's why I feel like boxing, MMA is always going to be more dangerous, is because especially boxing. I mean, you're really only. I mean, there's body shots, but like it's just blunt. It's who can fuck up whose brain and head more, and not
Yeah.
that's not all it is. It's there's fucking obviously strategies and skill to it. I'm just saying like that's why I see it as a little bit more dangerous. It's just it's all not all in MMA, but it seems like a lot of blunt force head trauma. That's why I think it's more dangerous in my mind.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like the head's not supposed to take any of that, which your body's not supposed to take anything of the shit you do in football either.
Hmm.
You know, so that's why there's really no right answer. But in
Yeah.
my mind, I just feel like the repetitiveness of the brain trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
that's why
just
I
know
feel
the
like it's
guys
more
that get
dangerous.
hit. Obviously, we played on the outside. The guys that are hitting every play, those linebackers, they're getting their fucking cages rattled. Those linemen, those
Yeah, I know
running
that.
backs, those fullbacks, those tight ends, those guys are smacking heads the whole fucking
Yeah,
time. You know,
yeah.
obviously receiver, quarterback, yeah, our heads are a little bit more protected in that sense. They're only going to get hit a couple times a game. Some of these guys are fucking face mask into somebody else's chest over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, soccer's fucking pussy shit, Fred. It's exactly why I hate soccer. And that flopping shit that y'all do in soccer has made its way into basketball for the last 10 years. And it's
Yeah.
slightly making its way into fucking football, man. Sorry,
Yeah. Yo,
skipper ant,
soccer players
skipper
are the
ant. It's not all the way
craziest
there yet,
floppers,
Fred, to your
bro.
point, but it's starting to get there. Yeah, no, soccer players be
Soccer players
flopping,
be
to Fred's point.
wild with
It's
they
because there's all
flopping,
those
brother.
rules that you can exploit, to his point. There's fucking rules to exploit, so you just flop to get your way. So people start doing that in basketball too. You can take a charge as long as your feet, so you flop to get that call. You know what I mean? Like
No, but
it's
here's the difference. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. In basketball, motherfuckers be flopping for the call. These
in
niggas in
soccer you
soccer,
flop for an injury, yeah, but it's still to
these
get the call.
motherfuckers be
So like
they
it's
be
more
selling that
extreme.
bitch.
Yes,
It's one thing to be
I
like,
know.
ah, you know, and throw your hands up, make a
Yeah,
little extra. These dudes be fucking rolling around like some
I know.
pansies,
They
but I
fake an
can't
injury. I
stand
know.
that shit, bro.
They fake an injury. It's still to
Because then
sell the
they got to
foul,
be
but they're
done for the
faking
whole
an
game.
injury.
You
So
got to
that
be done for
I
the
know.
whole game if you're
No,
gonna be doing all that
yeah.
shit, you
No, because if you do
motherfucker.
that on a football field,
You're
everyone's
done.
looking to show like a pussy.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
come back in the game, you're done. You
or you're a bitch.
lying ass motherfucker. This guy was
Yeah,
fucking screaming a minute
you
ago.
lost all respect.
All
Come back on a football
respect.
field after
Yeah,
doing that
you better
shit.
miss a game, nigga.
They'll laugh at you for after a play you push a kid. They'll laugh at you for doing that. But if
Yeah,
you fake an injury and to
nah,
try to
bro.
sell, if you're a quarterback and you do a slide and he doesn't actually hit your head, but you lay on the ground and go, everyone's gonna lose literal respect for you. They would
Okay.
literally be like, no, fuck him. He just he tried to get our defender
Yeah.
literally kicked out the game. Like it's one thing when someone does do something wrong, but I do feel like to your point, Fred, I feel like in football obviously like defensive pass interference, a corner's never going to think he's wrong.
Nah.
But for the most part, people know when they did wrong, or they know not to fake something like extreme like that. I guess in a way,
Yeah.
because that's what to Deep's point. That's all I see on soccer. I'm just like these motherfuckers are some pussies because
Right.
everything's just a bad injury.
Everything's a
Everything they
bad
broke,
injury.
they fucking the whole career's over.
Oh, pussy ass. Yeah, because you got to go out there. But sorry, real quick, what I was going to say to the football point. Get this, right? The UCLA quarterback in their bowl game that just happened this weekend. UCLA quarterback, they go out, they're having a pretty good game back and forth. Then they end up going down 9 or so, like two scores, right? And he was having like some lower back like pains or spasms. They took him into the tent. Then he was like getting worked. They didn't have a tent actually. They just took him behind and they were working on him.
Yeah.
And like he was kind of grimacing, and then he ends up going to the locker room. Goes back to the back of the locker room. You know, they're down 9. Backup quarterback comes in. Backup quarterback leads them to get the lead. Right, they're up by 1 now. Here comes out of the tunnel, walking fine, starting QB. Oh, now you want? And as soon as he went off, I said, "Oh, this nigga just doesn't want to be part of the loss. Like he's trying to get out of
Yeah.
being part of the loss, right?" Then he comes back as they start winning, and I'm like, "Oh, I bet he reaches up, hugs the big old tight end after they scored and they're up a point. I thought your back hurt. You just double arm reached up over a dude that's 6'6", like hugging this dude,
Yeah.
excited because you guys are about to win the game." The other team drives back down the field 60 yards, kicks a 46-yard field goal, wins by a point. Or 2 points, bro. I was
Did he
like,
come back in and play?
no, he didn't come back into play, but he was on the sideline.
Oh,
Like, low key started crying, like, was all getting sad once that he realized they were losing. I was like, you should have just stayed in the locker room, nigga. You tried to come out, you came out a little too early.
that's funny.
Should have just waited till your
That's funny.
team won.
Sorry, Valentine said this. I didn't want to skip over
No,
it.
go ahead.
He said, I boxed and I feel like I couldn't play football because so I did. I'm tiny. I'm 5'6", and if like someone 6'8", if some 6'8" beast tackled me, I'd die. So
There's a size component in football. There's absolutely a size component in football.
there's absolutely a size
And
component in football.
in
Like
fight
I
and
would
that
never
again
fuck with Aaron Donald.
to my rules point. You have
You can't fight unless you're within 10
right.
pounds.
You
Yeah,
have a 180-pound running back, 220
yeah,
pound running back maybe going against a
yeah,
300-pound defensive lineman. There's no weight.
yeah,
If he's bigger than you, he's bigger than you. If you got to figure a
yeah.
way around it. Whereas in fighting, you're in those classes. The guy that's
But
5'6", he's gonna fight.
to both of our points, the reason both don't seem
Yeah,
so dangerous
yeah.
to the person that decides to do so, like say
They're trained.
you Valentine, you boxing, you're trained for it. If you're a 5'8" running back, you know you're going. Don't get me wrong, it is scary the first, but you know the size of these other guys on the football field, and you
Hmm.
take like it's just a risk you take of being a football player. It's a
Yeah,
risk you take of being a boxer, and so they're both dangerous. There's really no right or wrong answer. Um, they're both violent sports,
yeah.
but you train yourself to be a certain way. So running backs are beefier. If you run, you said
I was
you're
5'6". That's a running back.
5'6". That's a running back in football, right? Say there's a 5'6" running back. I mean, they're a little bit
Yeah.
taller sometimes, but they could be 5'6". Like if you walk up to a 5'6" running back, they're going to be a lot beefier than you. But you're probably going to be. I don't know what you look like, but like most likely going to be probably less in lbs, but more agile, quicker. Like I don't know, have a different kind of explosivity.
Explosiveness. No, explosiveness.
Yeah, fuck me, man. You get me.
Explosiveness. Explosivity.
So they're gonna be a little bit more rocky, right? They're gonna be a little bit more bulky and
They're
whatever, and
downhill.
like, but you're like you would still if they're 5'6", they might have a couple pounds on you, but you're gonna have you'll
You might
in a
have the
boxing
speed. You
match,
might have the
you're
speed
gonna
on them.
whoop their ass.
Well, and you might have the speed on them. And in a boxing match, somebody that's 5'6" that's got any pounds on you, you wouldn't have to fight them anyways, because them motherfuckers ain't fighting with you. They fight to
Yeah,
class up.
yeah. But yeah, if you were to play football, you would like, I guess to put it in that sense, if you're to go up against a 6'8" beast, your body wouldn't be catered to boxing. Your body would be catered to football. So you would have more muscle mass. Your body would just be different. And again, it's not saying it's any more safe, but you'd be able to take them more, and you'd understand how to take those hits.
Yeah, my only
Like it's
thing is,
understandable as a running back to just get down sometimes against a 6'8" beast. Like people
yeah,
understand
no,
that should.
that's what I'm saying. In football, there is no size 6'8" or 5'6". If that 6'8" is coming at you, figure out how
Get
it to
down.
not for it to not hurt as much as possible, right?
Yep.
And 5'6", 6'8" in boxing, you're never gonna see it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like
To
those,
that point exactly of knowing when to get down, or like whatever you just said. I didn't know that, and I went right up against Fasa, 475 pounds of him, and now my hip's fucked up because I was only 230.
step
You
out
got
of
to know
bounds.
how to approach those. You can't just go at them full force like everybody's your size. You end up learning, and yes, don't get me wrong, that was dangerous. I hurt myself
I would
doing
have
it,
told
but I
coach
learned a
straight
fucking
up.
lesson.
No, I would have told coach straight up. Listen, I ain't no bitch. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I ain't willing to hit. I'm not willing to risk hurting myself at practice against my teammate. So somebody else hit that big nigga. Cause it ain't gonna be me. God damn it. I can do it.
Uh,
Somebody else take that big motherfucker out. For real though, watch Neymar or Ronaldo or someone you step on their feet and touch shit on. Like they ain't got no thick ass shin guards on them motherfuckers, bro.
Did I just say I started playing football? Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were saying you actually started playing football. You're giving me a theory. Sorry, I was my
Okay.
bad. Keep on, dude.
No, no, I was just reading that. I'm done.
You what?
I was done.
Oh, my! I was just kind of speaking out loud because for a
I
second
didn't
I got
read. I
confused on
hadn't
what
read
Fred
the
said.
next one yet.
Fred, I don't know your height, but like, not in a mean way, but like, yeah, yeah, the bigger bodies are up front. They be up there. Like my body type right now is back to like how I was when receiver, but I'd have to have a little bit more muscle mass on me. But when I was playing inside linebacker, I was 230. Like, yeah, linemen again, NFL linemen, them motherfuckers are specimen, Fred. So like, but if you're just playing football, yeah, like the NFL linemen are like 6'3" to 6'8", 400, 300 pounds, every single last one of them. But
5'8", my man. It obviously in the NFL, all of those guys are gonna be big.
five foot eight.
You'd be a guard or a center. I'll tell you that
Yeah,
right now.
you'd be inside lineman in football. You'd be
You
the center. You'd be the one hiking it to the quarterback, Fred.
you'd have to be
Essentially,
you'd have to pack on a couple of lbs. You'd either be the one hiking into the center or the guy right next or to the quarterback or right next to him.
or
Um,
on defense because Aaron Donald, Fred. You know the Rams number 99, big old beast. He's 6'1",
yeah,
and he's a savage.
I
Which I
I
know
was gonna
five
clarify.
eight
I was
small
gonna
enough, but
clarify the offense and defensive things for you to give yourself your own answer.
yeah,
If you're not necessarily an angry, aggressive kind of person, but you have enough strength, coordination, size, and yeah, you could get a little angry and hold your own, you're going to be on the offensive line. If you don't give a fuck about anybody's feelings, you're ruthless, you don't really give a shit, you go on defense. So,
yeah.
knowing you, Pred, I'm going to say offensive line because you don't
You're
seem
gonna
like
be
the
a
kind that
center. You're
says
gonna
fuck you
protect.
to just
Yeah,
anybody.
you'd be protecting. So to put it in real football terms, right? Devo would be the quarterback. I'd be, and I won't be the receiver for this. We'll say I'm the running back. You'd be protecting me and Devo in the backfield, Fred. That'd be you. That fits you perfectly. So yes, you would be an offensive lineman. Yes, if you played football, that would be you because that's your character. You're a protector. You're a little lover. That's kind of what offensive linemen are. They just protect the quarterback. That's literally their only fucking job: protect the quarterback and run the plays.
So
They
choose.
don't touch the ball. They get no glory. They're fucking like, but they don't want that shit. They don't want that shit. They just want to protect the quarterback.
So
I'm here for you,
choose.
baby.
So choose a number between 50 and 69, and that'll be your number.
50 and 79.
Oh, 79. My bad.
Yeah, Brad, what number you want? 69, 69. Sorry, I should have said nothing. Fuck shit. He's gonna say 69 now.
Fuck shit, bitch. You know I'm Shaq West, and I'm getting really lit.
Yeah.
I'm going to the
Isn't it
window.
rich?
I'll see you in a bit.
Isn't it
What?
yes, Wes? And I'm getting really rich.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I was about to go to the window
Oh,
and get
okay.
really lit,
Okay.
nigga.
Okay. Fair. Fair. Oh, I've been standing on this road too long. Fred, 50 through 79. What number are you gonna be, bro? I was number 3 in high school. When I got to APU, I got smacked with number 18. And then when they moved me to inside linebacker, they moved me to number 30.
Rocking
Which
that.
3, 18, and 30, all multiples of 3. Yeah.
Uh, oh, 3, 18, and 30.
50
Okay.
and 79, Fred. 50 and 79. I'll go create you in Madden or some shit, bruh.
I'll tell you
Put you
right
on the
now.
Rams, Fred.
Coldest number there is. Tyler won't even argue with it. 10.
Yeah, no, I'll argue with it. It's a decent number. It's a decent number, but three's by far the best, and you can't
Three's a
even say
cold
anything
no.
about it.
Three's a cold number,
You
but
can't
not
even.
for a
You can't.
quarterback. If a quarterback's number 3, he sucks.
I
Quarterback's
won't
number
do
3.
that.
He's trash.
I was about to make you feel like shit, but I won't do it. I also don't want to get canceled, so.
Fair enough. You know, it won't hurt my feelings. Just don't get canceled. Oh.
You just can't talk shit on number 3 right now. Number 3 is the best number in the world. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Think about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know, but it's a dope number, but not at quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
No, no, best number in the world. Don't matter.
Defense.
Race car, basketball jersey, football jersey, fucking soccer. Even though that
No, it
god shit
doesn't look
awful
good on
sport.
basketball. I'm sorry. Basketball's not a good
Oh,
3 number. Not that it. Not okay. No. Let me rephrase. It
are
looks
you
good. No.
high?
It looks good. It's not the best basketball number.
No, it's the best.
No.
Besides 24 and 8,
No.
it's third best for number 3 because you be draining threes, buddy. Yeah, I get an and 1 plus 1 3. Yeah,
Why
yeah.
don't you just go hit 8 threes and be 24? R.I.P. to GOAT.
Exactly. Where's the 3 at in there though? I told you 3 numbers: 8 or 24 number 1, 8 number 2, 3 number 3. You just used all 3, so you can't
No,
even
I
argue.
didn't. No, yes,
Thank
I
you.
did, but not the way you wanted me to.
Thank you.
Not the way you wanted me
Nope.
to, nigga.
21 better than 3? No. 21 is made out of 3, so therefore 3 is better. Duh. 2 plus 1
21.
equals 3.
Can you do something
7
for
times
me?
3, 21. No, don't even do that right now.
Every time I hear that fucking number now, it's not even the 21, it's that damn song. Oh,
Jesus.
shit. Boop, boop.
Cheers.
Cheers. What are we talking about? Hoes, clothes, money, cars, flows. I was in that bitch standing 10 toes. She just got back from the doctor. Got a new nose.
Damn. Damn. Keep going.
She said I'm Proctor. I gambled a few of those.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
No. Let me just eat right there if you're done, nigga. Come on now. I was already going. I didn't want to fuck it up.
That was funny.
If you didn't catch the Procter and Gamble, you're fucking not you, chat and YouTube listeners. Listen, I got bars, but my issue is I don't ever have a good place or time to put them down. So I'll just be putting together a whole little line. I'm like, oh shit, that was hot. And then I put something else after it. I'm like, God damn, can I get a beat? But you know, I'd probably be a better acapella just like that. I'd probably be 10 times better acapella just like that. Just like, what's that, spoken word? Just be doing spoken word poem freestyles.
Yeah, what's that guy on Wild and Out's name? He does everything a cappella.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. Anybody else watch Wild and Out ever? Anybody know who I'm talking about? Pro dude with the hat.
I don't remember who it was with the acapella, but sorry, really quick, I made this post. I had this whole thought process in the gym today. You got to hear me out. This is complete riz and game for the guys that I did not mean to come up with, but it's top tier.
Hey, by the way, sorry, the creator of Riz, Duke.
Yeah.
He said he said leave Riz in 2022, please.
Okay, because I only started using it because I'm like, the word's low-key smooth, but it don't completely make sense. Here goes some game for y'all motherfuckers that y'all need to know. When it comes to girls, right? I was in the gym and I was thinking about it. There's so many guys that want to cold approach a girl, or you go to the damn grocery store, it's like you want to approach a girl. She might have a boyfriend, you don't really want to seem weird, right? Here's how to do it, right? Here's how to do it and look like you know some people too. Listen now, take out your notebooks. You walk up to her. Ideally, the first time you've seen her. Don't be a weirdo like you ain't never seen her before. If you've seen her multiple times, don't do this shit. Walk up to her. make up any name. Are you Jake's girlfriend by chance? And then or no, I'm sorry, I fucked it up. Is Jake your boyfriend? That's what I meant. Is Jake your boyfriend? No, my boyfriend is so and so, or I don't have a boyfriend. She's gonna say yes, Jake's my boyfriend. No, I don't have a boyfriend, or my boyfriend is so and so. Now you got some words. Now you, oh, my apologies. What was your name? I'm sorry. You get her name, and there you go. You're in a little bit.
Oh, not bad.
If she asks you for your name, now you're really in. Because if she's at least interested enough to get to know your name, now you're really in. Now you got to do your own game from there. But there's a good way to cold approach. I was thinking about it. I'm like, bro, that's so easy. Just
Yeah.
act like you know her boyfriend, and she'll let you know if she got a boyfriend. Because most dudes are like, oh, but what if she's got a boyfriend? What if she got a boyfriend? There's how you
Yeah.
handle that shit. Yo, is your boyfriend Jake? No, I don't even got a boyfriend. Oh shit. Okay, cool. What was your name?
I feel you.
Like you in that motherfucker like swimwear. Now,
Not
granted,
bad. That's definitely not bad.
I ain't out here just telling y'all to get wild with this shit. But if the situation arises, there you go. I don't know why it even came to me today. I didn't use the shit. Nothing. It just came to me. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm a prophet. I'm just, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
That's,
If I
that's
get
definitely not
slapped,
bad.
no, you wouldn't get slapped
Definitely
by
not
that.
bad.
Because worst thing she says, oh no, no, my
Yeah, why
boyfriend's
would you
so
get
and so.
slapped
Yeah,
by
no, no. Oh no, my boyfriend's Rick. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. You look like my friend Jake's girlfriend. And keep it
that? Yeah.
pushing. Have a good day. Nice to meet you. Whatever. Oh no, I don't have a boyfriend. My apologies. You know, nice to meet you. My name is. Ideally, ask her name first because if
And
you
now you know her at least, so the next time you see her,
right,
like
there's a little
you.
bit of something. And but if you give your name and don't ask hers first, if you ask hers, if you'll get her name, she'll say it regardless. She's not gonna just not tell you a name. She might even give you a fucking fake name, right? But if she asks for your name after she gives you yours, she's interested enough. If she doesn't ask for your name, she might not be interested. She might still be, but she might not be. You might have to play a little bit harder though. But yeah, just
Or
some game for
play hard
y'all.
to get out here, man.
Yes, dudes,
That's
play a
what's
little bit
happening.
harder to get out here, man.
Yeah, all the dudes out here play hard to get, bro. Play hard to get.
These damn 304s make them be worthy. Make them be worthy.
But my shoulder feels extra out of place than it usually does right now.
Ac- Sorry, really quick. I just got to touch on that, and then I'm gonna go back to your shoulder.
No,
Be
I was just
be
starting to say.
worthy of making them be worthy. Before we talk about fuck that, these bitches deserve. We deserve this. Make sure we leveling up ourselves, right, guys? Because we can't just be out here like, oh no, she got to be a bad bitch and she should be this. No. If you're not that guy, it doesn't matter how bad she is. You don't get her. You
Yep.
don't win that. You don't win that battle. So first level ourselves up, man, and then worry about getting the girl. Advice taking me using it, probs not, but I will give it a go. Listen, I'm saying grocery. It could be a grocery store, gas station type situation.
Yeah.
Anything.
That's definitely not bad.
Anytime you see a girl where you're like, damn, I wish I had something to say to her. Just remember, yo, Devo saved me with this one. Devo saved me. I'm pretty sure I know her boyfriend. It's got to be Jake, right? And just sell yourself on it. Just literally convince yourself you know a guy named Jake that has a girlfriend that looks like her. If you sell yourself on that part of it, it'll be easy having the conversation. Convince yourself that you got a homie named Jake with a girl that looks like her. Because then she'll be like, no, and you'll be like, oh shit, cool. What was your name then? I thought you was
Yep. And
Melissa.
if she has a boyfriend, obviously you have to. I mean,
If she has a boyfriend, I
keep it
apologize. I
pushing.
thought you were simple.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought you look like my friend Jake's girlfriend. Have a great
Yeah.
day. Sorry to bother you, and keep it pushing. But then you don't have to worry about, oh, does she have a boyfriend or not? You're gonna find out. Got a boyfriend? My boyfriend is not named Jake. It's this. Or yes, my boyfriend's name's Jake.
And trust me, just thinking about the situation, if she say it plays out where she's like, "No, I don't have a boyfriend named Jake." Oh, well, I'm Ty. Nice to meet you. Right? That whatever. If say it's at the gym like you type shit, right? Say I now go back
Don't
to the
do that
gym.
at the gym.
No, I'm just saying. I'm
Okay,
just
yeah, I feel you.
scenario, right? Like you're seeing somebody. You see him another time. Now that hey, like I remember, hey, how you doing? Fucking Emily. Her name's Emily. Whatever the fuck. Then you start, you see her a third time, whatever. Now you get like what? Again, it doesn't have to play out like this. I'm just saying. Say eventually you get the number, right? So now we're 3 months down the road. You got the number. You've been talking to her for a little bit now, and you're a little bit interested, and she's interested in you. And now you've had a few dates, whatever the case is, and you drop yeah, I knew you didn't have a boyfriend named Jake. I was just trying to have this opportunity right here. You're locked in forever. Her panties gonna be so wet,
Yeah,
dripping,
if you tell her,
dripping,
especially if you tell,
dripping.
you're absolutely right. Especially if you tell her after a while that I was
Yeah,
just fucking with you.
not
I was
not
just
right
trying to
away. You
get
can't
in.
give your cover
Yeah.
right away.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, don't blow your
can't give it
cover,
away right away.
but eventually blow your cover because she's gonna be like Tyler said, even more attracted to you and more so in that moment
She's gonna be
because
like,
she's gonna be like,
okay,
damn, this man does
move
got
me.
game. Now let me
Yeah.
backtrack a little bit. 3 months of texting and only a couple dates and you ain't got no play is not acceptable, man. If you haven't even got a kiss from her and you're still doing hugs, half-assed little sidearm hugs, going on multiple dates, it's one thing, one date, maybe a second date. But if you go on a third date and she doesn't give you a kiss or nothing, you're wasting your fucking time and resources. I'm just gonna blatantly tell y'all that.
You'll probably keep paying for dates though.
You're gonna keep paying for dates and be broke with no coochie, and now she's gonna have you saved in the phone as nice date or
Burger
good
King.
food, Burger King, or wherever the fuck you take her, depending on what your baller level is. You take her to Salt Bay too many times, she's gonna think you just gonna be in the phone as Salt Bay.
That's hella funny.
You gonna be in the phone as Uber Eats if you fuck around and do that too many times too. Don't be sending girls food just because they say they hungry. I got something.
Val saying, Val saying you remind him of Jason Tatum, but I
Jason
think it's
Tatum.
because yeah, but because I think because you have your thing on right now, so you
Oh yeah,
can't
my sleeve. Can't
all
see
the
all my
way
hair.
see that you have your dreads. Yeah,
Nah, the most
because
one
I used
I've
to
been
always
getting
fuck
Aaron
them
Jones a
down
lot
and Derrick
recently.
Rose.
I've been getting a lot of Aaron Jones
Aaron
recently.
Jones, that's another one. I've always said Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Well, not always, for like the last 4 years since you got your beard and a little bit of hair.
Yeah.
But I do like if Deep had short hair, I see the Jason Tatum comparison because of the
Yeah,
beard and shit. Well,
facial structure and beard, I feel it, and like
yeah,
and skin complexion for sure.
yeah.
And actually, that's probably more. If you saw a picture of me when I was younger, you might see it a little bit more, but our heads are different shaped.
I was gonna say head is different shape. Then I think that like
With my hair and my beard, my
when
face
you're
shape's
younger,
different.
we fuck around and call you Chris Bosh,
I know, no, no.
bro.
I tell people about that all the time. I'm like, yo, my side profile, you guys made me real insecure about that motherfucker growing up. I've always hated this view, nigga. If I ever see a picture of me with no hair, even with hair in this view, if I see a picture of myself from that angle, I instantly, my heart drops. I'm like, no, nigga, somebody got
Bro,
me.
now we got a story time. I'm gonna make this story more dramatic than it needs to be for effect. Okay, me and Devo, right? We're best friends since like 7 years old. We go to different schools though. Okay, y'all. I I eventually I'm like, this is my boy. Like we do everything together. Our families are really close. He obviously anyway, he ends up coming to my school. All right, y'all. This is halfway through 6th grade. I don't know if it happened partway if it was in 6th grade, if it was in 7th grade. But long story short, there was a Chris Bosch got milk for milk. Because I don't know if in America if you guys had the milk posters all around your middle school like we did, but we did because motherfuckers wanted you to drink milk. So it was a little got milk thing, the little athlete advertisement back in the day, if you guys remember that shit. And it was Chris Bosch side profile with the little fucking milk thing on him. And so that's why that shit's fucking hilarious to me because that's what it all started off of was literally seeing the Chris Bosch poster. We all started calling you Chris Bosch. And now you literally hate the side profile poster or picture or your
Yo,
side profile because of the poster.
so
Well, in
to
my
those
mind,
of
it's
y'all
the
that say
poster.
that bullying don't exist, I got bullied, okay? I don't want to hear about you were a jock. I got bullied, not only by my own friends, but everybody, alright? I was the only black kid in a school full of non-black people. All right, I got the wrath of this shit. Anybody that was black, I
Uh,
looked like to them because apparently, no, just playing. Apparently, all black people look alike. God
I'm
damn
not. I'm not
it.
gonna lie to you. It would be like that sometimes.
No, it
But
really
yeah,
would be.
we started with the Chris Bosh, and then I forget what was I on the cruise or something, and then I saw like Derek Rose with the dreads because he didn't always have dreads, and I was like, oh my god, this was like 3 or 4 years
Yeah,
ago when I was on the cruise, and I just randomly came back from the cruise convinced that my boy Devo looked like Derek Rose.
you could just tell him that your boy is Derrick Rose. Although I think my beard better than he still got a patchy beard, or is his shit growing all the way in yet?
I think it's like a little bit of both, but yeah, to your point,
I got a nice
when you
beard. I'm sorry.
yeah, your
I'm
beard's
just
bigger
I'm
now.
just fucking
Your
with you.
beard's
Yeah.
bigger now
Then it
than
was a
when I
lot thinner.
first.
Yeah. It was a lot
Yeah.
thinner. I was just fucking around. Give me a second. I'm gonna hit this.
Sounds good, Freddie. Yes, sir. Take care of yourself, baby. We love you. Smiles like kisses. Got hit one with you too. Cheers. My boy D don't even cheers me no more, y'all. I get with y'all and he just switch up on me. He cares about you guys more than me, man. You know why? Because we care about y'all out here, all right, guys? T and D. All right? Cheers.
I hear you talking shit.
Yes and no. I was saying, what was I saying? I was saying, oh yeah, I was saying, damn, my boy Deve's not even gonna cheers me. Look at that. We're with
Oh my
y'all,
bad.
and he
I
don't
said
care about me.
church.
He only I know, I know. I was fucking around. And then I said, look, we're with y'all and he only cares about y'all. He don't care about me. That's fucked up. I was like, you know why though, y'all? Because we care about y'all out here more than ourselves. You know what I'm saying, dude?
To an extent.
We get enough of each other, guys. We're here for you guys. You know what I'm saying? We've had fucking 19 years of each other. What's up, bitches? Boobity bobbity, scoobity fobbity.
Boom, cry. Yeah, so I think I did my ranting tonight. Goodness. Yeah, I think I got some good ranting.
Yeah, we talked about some shit. Two things.
I gave y'all my red pill 2 cents.
I gotta get you to get a VR so we can play VR games, Steve. Rep's
Bruh,
getting one.
I'm just being a motherfucking pocket throwing a rock. Black 19. Black. Check. Mike 53. Mike 53 said.
Yeah, I don't know how hard it actually. I haven't played it yet. I don't know how hard it actually is, and I don't know how fun it's going to be to actually sit there and do a season. But I'm sure it wouldn't be bad.
I'll be throwing that
I'm sure it's
motherfucker.
actually not a bad workout.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. Just can't take off running.
Yeah. Yo, the worst jelly. Whoa. Yo, the worst Jelly Belly bean boozled flavor would be bong water. Are you saying like if they did that? Because yeah, that'd be fucking awful.
That'd be awful, yeah.
Or do they do that? Or are you saying like you've tried it? Because I know how they do those they do like the weird fucking like it'll say like mucus or whatever, but it's a jelly bean.
Yeah, no thank you.
Yeah, if they made that, yeah, that'd be some shit, huh? It'd be brown and fucking just like kind of clear, but it's just bong water. It looked like a fish oil pill, but it's a bong water bean boozle jelly bean.
Jesus. Oh, damn.
That would be some shit, huh? God damn, that's funny.
Absolutely would. Yeah.
Big yawn. Big yawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
need to figure out
boy.
my parents are getting the tonal, dude. I need to get my buffs up.
So it's goal
Raw.
size surprise, motherfuckers. 2023 big
Well,
body.
it gains the clock, motherfuckers. You forgot that part, bro.
Yeah, but it's not right now. That's the only reason I didn't add it.
Fair enough. Thought it was always gains time, dude.
Mm.
Thought it was always the games time, dude. What the fuck, man?
No, but swole is always the goal. Size is always the prize. I'll let you know when it's games o'clock.
Pizza not selling in right, bro. No gains.
Oh no, the pizza's gonna hit, and I'm gonna probably have two more pieces before bed. Stop playing with me.
That
Big,
pizza sounds
big
good.
body, all 2023, baby. That's all I'm on. Big body, big money. Big body, big pockets. That's all we want.
Yeah, pizza sounds super hot fire.
Big body, big pockets, big body Benz. Actually, I don't want a Benz, but you get the point. Get a big body Rolls or some shit. Fuck around,
I just
see
want
me
a
in a
grill.
Rolls Royce, bruh. Fuck around. Y'all wait till the day y'all see me pull up in a Rolls Royce.
I just want a grill. That's it.
A grill? Not a girl.
A grill.
Yeah.
Little grillski. Wasn't that a song back in the day? Let me see a grill. Let me see a grill.
Smile for me, daddy. What you looking at? I want to see your grill. You want to see my what? Your grill. Your grill. Rob the jewelry store trying to make me a grill.
Yeah. Maybe that's
Stop
why I
playing
want a
with
grill.
me. Nigga been turned up on that shit since I was a
I didn't know
little
that
one.
song like you did. I won't even lie to you.
Stop
I
playing.
faintly remember a girl going, "Let me see a grill." Yeah, 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 grill.
You forgot to let me see my what? Or
I knew that was in
let you see my
there.
what? Yeah. Whole top diamond in the bottom
Who
rose
was that? Was
gold.
that like some Young Jock and Lil Kim shit or
Like
what?
Young Jock and somebody, I don't know. Mm,
Meet me in a trail. It's going down. Meet me in a mall. It's going down. Do I sound like him?
Grills, Paul Wall. Not even Young Jock. Paul Wall. It's a good. It's a man. Paul Wall and Nelly.
Nelly? Yeah, that one right there.
Oh, it's not picking it up.
It was at first. Now
No,
it's not.
it's not coming through. I don't know why it's not coming through. That's weird.
Is that the headset mic?
Yeah,
It's noise canceling like that. You might just have to change the settings and shit.
yeah. I don't want to fuck with that because then I'll really be SOL.
Yeah.
If you're
That
looking
mic was
for it,
nice. I had it.
yeah, smooth. Paul Wall featuring Ali and Gip.
Damn.
What you know about that?
Damn. Not shit. Not a fucking thing, to be frank with you.
Oh damn!
Damn chicken and ham.
I got
Oh, suck me, fuck me, truck me.
Oh my goodness, that was the bar right there. That was the bar right there. He goes, I'm chilling in my. He goes, I'm chilling. I'm changing grills every day, like Jay changing clothes. I might be grilled out nicely in my white tee. Oh, on South or on South Beach. Oh, in my white beef or in my wife beat. VVS is studded so you can tell when they cut it. Bro,
Jesus
I remember
Christ.
that shit, bro. Oh, I need to start listening to some old music again. That shit was way better, bro. That shit was bumping. You was.
Yeah, some of it's corny to me now, but it was bumpy. Sure.
I'm sure when we listen back at some of this shit we're listening at now, obviously not what we are actually listening to right now, but the mainstream stuff now, people are gonna be like, God damn, I listened to this. Yes, you did. I thought that was Chingy for some reason, but that's Pow Wow. Paul Wall. Paul Wall. Oh boy.
Song at all. I'm just.
Oh shit, did
Oh,
I
did
cut?
it just have you locked out?
Yeah, was it me or you? My bad.
think it was you because I was looking over there and I saw you were frozen. I didn't hear you, but then I heard you come through.
Maybe because I got like 17 fucking things open. Move, please. Move, please. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Grateful for it.
Oh, son of a whore. Like there was something else that I was gonna, just go on Twitter. See if I find anything. Fuck it.
I just got tape videos to piss everybody off. Boo, boo. Alright, let me hit this bowl. And yeah, whatever you got to show me. And then I'm about ready to wrap it up whenever you are. I don't think I have anything good.
Yeah, I don't have anything really to show you. I was just gonna scroll through Twitter and see if there's anything to fucking talk about. So if you're ready to go, I'm basically right there with you. That's probably what I should do more often. I should just scroll Twitter and find topics for it rather than going for safe shit. And just see what pops up throughout the night because that happens a lot. Motherfuckers will just pop up some random shit and then we'll get off and then we'll have some shit to talk about. So if I just stay on Twitter the whole fucking time,
I heard you say about 1,000 words. Didn't hear not nail one of them.
really.
I was hitting the ball, nigga. I tried to turn on my headphone, but between all the bubbling and shit, I didn't hear not know one word. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Wait, hold on. Time out. That angle, chat. No, go back a little bit. Sit back.
What?
Sit back where you were just at. Chat, tell me that angle. That nigga don't look like he gonna be on Duck Dynasty next season. I don't know why your beard was just sitting like fluffy enough to where that motherfucker was looking extra big, and
No,
it
no,
was
that's
like
what,
Duck
bro. So I'll
Dynasty on
literally
that shit.
sit here all night, right? Like before bed, I'll sit here with my phone like this. This is how I sit, and I
Yeah,
watch YouTube
yeah.
videos. This is the POV of me watching YouTube
That
videos,
nigga
right?
look,
Just staring down, and then my beard ends up
yeah,
because
all
like how
pushed
you
up
say
like that.
it, poofy. It is poofy, so then it literally just all pushes up, and then it's just fucking yeah.
Yeah, that's comedy.
Hey, I'll take it, bro.
Sorry,
That's what I was
I
going
saw
for. Is
that
it
shit.
getting long? Is it getting
Yeah, it's
long, little
getting
Duck
long, bro. It
Dynasty?
doesn't help the bun in the back. I'm like, this man could be redneck as fuck, but he is so not.
I'm so not. I'm
you,
telling you, I'm trying to be the most. I went on this rant on New Year's. If you know, you know. I'm trying to be the most misunderstood person in the world, man.
you're the most California Oklahoman I've ever seen.
And
You look like you could be in
I'm,
Oklahoma.
I'm
I was
Native
gonna say your
American, bro,
family's from
and I'm yeah, exactly, bro. I'm Native American from somewhere, so fuck it, dude.
I was gonna say somewhere in that Midwest or middle. I don't even know if that's Midwest. Oklahoma, Tennessee,
I
Nebraska,
think
something.
yeah, it comes from my dad's side, which is technically all out here in California. So I think I'm just Native American from here. I might even be technically Spanish somehow.
No,
Well,
most Spanish people are actually Native American.
yeah, that's that. Okay, yeah. Other way, I
But
guess.
well, let me rephrase that. That's
All I
absolutely
know is I'm
what. Hold
Chickasaw
on.
Choctaw, bro. What's up with it?
What I just stated was very incorrect. Most Spanish people are not Native American.
But some
A
are.
lot of Hispanic people are unknowingly Native American. Spanish, the people that are Spanish
Yeah.
were
Spain.
colonized by the Spaniards the
Yeah.
same way the Native Americans were colonized by the Europeans, right? That's the
Yeah.
same kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of natives, whether they be Native American or native to Mexico, that were native to that land that were not colonized by Spanish blood, right? They are native to that.
Yeah.
They're genuine natives. Similar to like what you're saying with your Native American, there are native, for lack of a better word, Mexicans as well. But a lot of that's suppressed. But I've heard a lot of stories of like people who's they're in their 40s and their grandparents will talk about like stuff that's native. You know, their grandparents who are alive or like recently passed or something, and they talked about things that are like native based and
Native. Yeah.
not at all like what they were kind of expecting as far as Mexican history per se.
Yeah.
or
I feel
to
that.
find out that their bloodline wasn't colonized, essentially, right? That
Yeah.
their bloodline is genuine native to Mexico.
Yeah.
I don't like to get too deep into that stuff, but it is kind of cool, because it's like stuff that
No,
obviously
it's interesting
we don't
because
learn about.
yeah,
A lot of the information suppressed. You have to sign up for the DNA test to find out anything about it to begin. Like there's a lot that goes down, but
yeah,
when you find out from like a family member, it's definitely kind of cool to be like, oh shit, like this is how things happen. Like my grandma actually
yeah,
explained how we, or like her family and my family, my grandma's side of my family ended up here in the Central Valley. Like she has pictures of my grandpa or her grandpa on like a horse and a buggy. Like there's these old ass still like photos, and like they traveled hundreds and hundreds of miles from Washington, bro, all the way down from Washington to here, like just ended up
all right,
here,
well,
and it's like that shit's crazy.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, life do be wild as fuck.
And here we are. Now we gotta get something for ourselves. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We get to go get the bag, get the
Feel me?
gains, get a little bit better. Those of y'all
Yeah,
watching,
tomorrow's a Wednesday. Holy
yep,
shit, feels like a Monday still.
already Wednesday. So those of y'all watching, we appreciate you for watching. If you haven't hit the like button on YouTube already, make sure you do and subscribe. If you're on Twitch, thank y'all for watching live. Y'all some goats. Those of y'all that have been in the chat,
W's.
we definitely appreciate you. We're not necessarily signing off right this second, but I just want to get that out there before we did. Um, yeah, other than that, on my end, I don't got shit. If you guys have fitness questions for me, you know where to find me. Fit Dre on everything. Fit_Dre97 on just about everything. Um,
Is it Fit J? 2.0 on TikTok or is it 97?
on TikTok it is Fit_Dre 2.0. Everywhere else you can find me those Fit_Dre97. And yeah, if you got questions fitness wise, I got you.
You got one packed up for the Outskis?
Yeah, let me get one packed up for the outskis. Um, and next week on T&D Tuesdays, we might have a guest.
Guess.
Yeah, not gonna tell them.
Potential guess.
We're not gonna tell them who yet, but we are gonna inform them that there might be a potential guest. So if you're interested, make sure you show up. If you're watching this on YouTube after the live, make sure you're here for the live next Tuesday to see who the guest is. If
Yep.
there is
Insider
one that
information.
if there is one that decides to show up and we can get them on. Other
You
than
guys
that,
get the
yeah,
insider info being here live. You're welcome.
especially this late. Come on now. We thank y'all for rocking with us. T, I'm packed up. You packed up?
You're
Cheers.
Cheers.
Move. Thank you, sweetheart.
Ooh. Dirty tits in a blender. You know what I'm saying, dude?
I don't know about no dirty tits.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. That was a little out of pocket, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Dirty
A
tits
little
don't
out of
sound any
pocket.
kind of fun.
One of these Tuesday nights, we'll have to fucking IRL together with the mic things that I bought and like go bowling or some shit.
Bro, we could go bowling this weekend. You know me, I be in the motherfucker. I be at the lanes. I be at the lanes
Yeah,
knocking pins. We could bring the
we
mics for
should.
that. That'd be
That's what
perfect.
I have them for nothing. Like at this
Perfect.
point, we didn't go do that football shit that one
Yeah,
day, but
it's
I
been
bought them.
fucking raining and shit every weekend. I was out there
Yeah,
talking
because we
about
can
that.
still do that. Not saying that we can't, but I literally have my mics there. I was putting them away in my room the other day. Here, let me grab them actually right now. I had them right here, and I was like, "Fuck me and D." Wait, aren't they right here? Here somewhere. Where'd I put them? Right here.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna have to use those.
Yeah, two of them. Support 1 to 2. So it goes to my phone, but if we IRL stream from
Yeah, that's
my
fine.
thing, and then
I'll bring a
if
portable
I mean,
charger.
well, I was gonna say if you, I mean, fuck, I don't want to make you order one, but you could
I
run
could
your
order one.
TikTok stream
Yeah, no,
too.
yeah, I could order one too. That's why we kind of talked about it.
Yeah, yeah, I got my things right there. It only connects to my phone, so I couldn't help your TikTok stream for
Right.
that.
Yeah, no, of course.
You're right. This thing is kind of poofy, huh?
Yeah, I'm fucking grown. And when you cover your neck, it looks real Duck Dynasty. Don't tuck. Yeah, just like that. That motherfucker look Duck. You put you on a camo hat, my guy. Oh no.
Canes.
Yeah, I was gonna say not the
Canes.
Canes hat, not the Canes hat. You put this boy in a camo hat, let him cover up his neck. We are Raising Canes, brought to you from Southern Alabama.
Out of there, partner. Did I fit it? Did I fit the part?
For those of y'all that don't know, we are Duck Dynasty. We come out here, we shoot birds, we get around, we play around in these wildernesses in the trenches here. We like to shoot our guns. We like to drink our beer. Don't bother us. We like our chicken and our women. Don't bother us at all. Thank you very much.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I ain't gonna say too much on it, but you know what? If you ask my cousin Darla, she'll tell you all about it. Sweetheart, could I get it? Could I get a glass of sweet tea? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you.
This fucking goddamn. Oh
Oh, you
shit.
can't say I'm not funny.
Yeah, I
I'm
do
just
need.
playing. I'm just playing.
I do need to trim this shit up though. On a real note, I've been letting it
I
go for
wasn't
too
saying it
long.
as a bad thing. I just the angle
No, no, no.
when it
I'm just.
covers your neck, it definitely.
Yeah, no. I fucks with it. This was the goal. I just need to trim it to like keep it going more even,
I can't
like
get
on
over
my
that look,
my
yo.
own. I've kept it like I wanted to get this long for the last 2 months, but now it's just
Right.
time for a little trimming, a little line up on the top
See,
parts. You
my
know.
shit curly, so it don't really matter. Like if I pick my shit out, that's when it looks extra fluffy. But when I just brush it down, it's
Yeah.
cool. It's curly, so I'm not tripping.
I wish mine was more curly, but it's not. It's just
Yeah,
like wavy. It just does. It curls, but it don't. Like curls down here,
yeah.
but here it just goes straight.
You're just
Fucking
gonna have to
shit's
grow.
dumb.
You're just gonna have to grow out a full Duck Dynasty, bro. I'm telling you. Don't even
I'm
trim
down.
that shit. Just keep that motherfucker
Don't
growing.
even just keep her
No, yeah,
going.
just
Just
braid it.
fucking.
Just braid it in the front eventually, bro. You just gotta get to the point where you can braid that bitch.
This thing is
I'm
fucking
telling you,
working.
bro. That should be comedy.
Look,
If you do
look.
that, I
Okay, let
give you
me
some
pull it.
props. Well, you froze. Maybe I froze, but you froze. Yeah, that's long.
My bad.
My hair is too thin to do that with.
We got fucking length. Like if we were out at the bars and my beard got pulled like your beard did, oh,
Bro, you feel me? You feel me?
no, actually, in GTA, of course. But
I'm talking real. No, just kidding. Real
much
GTA.
love, pal. We love you, baby. I just saw Val said much love. Enjoyed the stream. We enjoy you, baby. Appreciate you. Thank you
Appreciate
for
you.
chilling with us.
Lots of love. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like the goddamn video on YouTube because this one is gonna be up ASAP. Um, and to the rest of y'all, make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe to the Tees page. If you're not, we'll get you taken care of. Lots of love. That's all. That's it for me. Peace, T. I don't know if you got sign offs for them. I'll actually let you do your sign off before I peace out.
Yes. No, you're chilling. I was like, it was kind of cutting out and then out there, but it got most of it through, but it cut out like in 3 different parts. But you got most of it through. So to second everything Dave said, give some love to the Motherfucking Socials. That's for putting TD for our YouTubes. Give us some love there. Smiles, likes, kisses. Dave is fit_Dre97 on all the socials. Fit Dre 2.0 on the motherfucking TikToks. You guys can follow all my shits. It's there. You guys are on my Twitch, so you know what it is. Boom bop. We love y'all. Be back Tuesday, maybe this weekend for a bowling stream. Skater, skater.
Boop, boop.
Yeah?
Later, T.
All right. Peace, better.